Hello, Aquarius. So glad you could be here. Thank you for showing up. We're going to be using the horseshoe spread, Aquarius, to see what's going on with your money and finances. All right, Aquarius. Are you ready? Let's see what you got going for. Being led to cut it one more time. All right. Let's do it. In the recent past, Aquarius, you got the Fool. You got the Fool. At present, you got the Star. What? That's you and your own energy, boo. Okay, Aquarius, what you doing? What? In the future, what? You got the Chariot. Your attitude towards your money situation is the Three of Swords. What the freak? What's going on? Your concern with your money situation is the Two of Swords. A lot of mental energy here. Your challenge with your money situation is the Knight of Cups. Okay. And your likely outcome, wow, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. At the bottom, the overall energy surrounding your money and finances situation is you do have this Ace of Cups. That's your overall energy. And underneath that is the Three of Cups. So with concern to the overall energy with this Ace of Cups and this Three of Cups underneath that, there may have been a focus on celebrating, partying, socializing with the Three of Cups energy there. But also you may have been focused on having cooperation and support of others with the focus on your money and finances. And with this Ace of Cups as the overall energy, this is you focusing on opportunities and offers, or new creative opportunities, or new offers potential for this concerning your money and with work. So this is perhaps you even focused on a new creative project, but this is you focusing on new sources of money, okay? Been being very creative at it. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Fool. Now, with the Fool energy in the recent past for you, for some of you, you've gotten a new job in the recent past. For some of you, you may have focused on a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay? For others of you, there's a focus on entrepreneurship. Okay? But also with the Fool, this is you focusing on going in a new direction with your money or with work. This is also you, for some of you, focused in the recent past on being careful and not being reckless with your money. For some of you, in the recent past, you may have been concerned with recklessness with money or with work. But I also feel with the Fool, this is you in the recent past, for some of you, having some optimism about money and work. For some of you in the recent past, you took a risk with your money or took a risk with work. And so at present, you do have the Star. This is your energy, Aquarius. This is your fucking energy. And so with the Star here, at present, this is you having everything you need and a little more. This is your money situation doing better. Okay? This is you experiencing a measure of success. This is you having more self-confidence. For some of you, you're experiencing some sort of recognition or accomplishment at work where you may be receiving a raise or bonus. For some of you, you are focusing on sharing your success by being a mentor or coaching others. For some of you with the star, you are experiencing such positivity with your finances and with work that you are giving back to the community in some way with the star. Very nice. For some of you, you saw a wish happen around your money or with work. And so what's going on for you in the future is the Chariot. For some of you, there's a focus on a Cancer individual. But with the Chariot here, this is you focusing on overcoming your obstacles with money and work. This is you, for some of you, seeing yourself as having victory, that you're able to steer and arrive to your destination with your money and with work. But with the Chariot here, there's a need to maintain or have a clear focus about money and work. There's a need to have financial discipline and self-discipline. There's a need to maintain a budget. There's a need to be mindful, to focus on charging forward with the determination towards asserting yourself about your money goals and needs and with work. For some of you, this is about asserting yourself at work to take on more responsibility or have more control. For some of you, this is you experiencing a new step where you're leveling up at work or leveling up with your money and finances in some way. Some of you are experiencing finding yourself going into a managerial role. This is also the time with the Chariot that you don't let others push you around the things that you need to be firm on regarding your money or with work. This is also you seeing success with your goals for some of you, because now you're seeing the payoff from all the hard work that you have done and been doing. For some of you, you are focused on trying to purchase a new vehicle at this time, and you may be trying to budget for that in terms of your future. Now, your attitude with your money situation, you got the Three of Swords. What the fuck? Aquarius, with this Three of Swords, the way you see your money situation is you are experiencing some measure of disappointment or suffering due to a three-party situation. For some of you, this is you feeling like you're taking a loss because of something you have to pay out to somebody else, or that's due to somebody else, or the lack of the conduct with business in your dealings with others with this Three of Swords. This is you experiencing some sort of betrayal or some lies perhaps, but something disappointing. I do feel with this Three of Swords that this is temporary energy, or this can be temporary energy. I mean, this is your attitude for the month, Three of Swords. So this is either you can see how to separate yourself. That some of you, that's what you're doing, is trying to see how to separate yourself from your money issues or work issues. Some of you are focused on how to recover from any setbacks around your money situation. Just to get more clarity on this Three of fucking Swords, you do have the Nine of Cups. So with the Nine of Cups, for some of you, there's some disappointment or a breakdown in communication with something that you wanted satisfaction with or wish fulfillment with. Or you're not as happy about your money situation as you would like, or you would like to be more happy about how your money matters and work matters are playing out. For some of you, this is around some overindulgence, and for some of you, you just fucking greedy, and you just can't be happy because you greedy. That's right, I said it. You just want more and more and more. For others of you, you're disappointed because you feel like somebody else is greedy. And it's affecting your money situation, Aquarius. But you're disappointed because you just want more satisfaction and contentment with your money situation and your work situation. You want it to be better. You're just not cool with it right now with others. And just, this is where you're at in your mind. Cut that shit out, okay? Your concern with your money is the Two of Swords. So you're concerned about whether or not you're going to make the right decisions. You're concerned about what the options are. You're concerned about, any stagnation or stalemate that you could experience around your money or with work with this Two of Swords. This may be concerns about whether or not you're going to have peace with your money and with work with this Two of Swords. There may be the concern about the choices that need to be made or the choices that you're refusing to look at. I'm also hearing like sacrifice. Sacrifices need to be made, or you're making sacrifices, Aquarius. Now, your challenge with your money and finances situation is the Knight of Cups. So this is the challenge of whether or not you're going to get any good news, or if you're going to get any good opportunities, or if you're going to get any good offers here. This may be the challenge of you fantasizing about your money and work situation, and you not really being reality based. There's a challenge there. There's the challenge of you needing to be, more reality based instead of, fantasy based with your money and finances and with work. Okay. For some of you, there's a need for a reality check, and there's a challenge with you, and the reality of things, because you might be working from a mindset of, how you would like things to be, or, trying to perceive something else. This may be a time where you need to really look at what the fuck is actually happening. But with the outcome, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And so just to get more information on the Ten of Wands in reverse for you, you do have the King of fucking Pentacles. Well, Aquarius. Ye who thinks outside the box. Okay? You humanitarian you. With this Ten of Wands in reverse, this is you relieving yourself of your burdens. This is you not being as overburdened about money and with work, but this is you releasing yourself, okay, by you taking care of your responsibilities. But this is you finding yourself at a space where you're not as overwhelmed, or you're no longer overwhelmed, because with this King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles is where you got that Midas touch, where you are focused on managing your money and finances. Now, this King of Pentacles can also speak to a sign of wealth, okay, where you gain more money, you gain more knowledge that allows you to be on the rise around your money or with work. This is you taking a calculated risk by making sure you don't, get out of control or go overboard or get carried away. This is for some of you where you are looking to someone that's a professional that you consult with about managing your money better. But this is you starting to see improvements, or seeing improvements with any burdens or the many responsibilities, or where you were overwhelmed, or you saw things as overwhelming with your money and with work. But there is some sort of relief that you are experiencing, Aquarius. This is nice. You may be knocking some things out. Some money responsibilities are being knocked out or being taken care of, where That's put out of the way, and you're getting things off your plate. You're getting shit off your plate where your money and work is concerned, where you're seeing success with what you are creating or building or managing. Okay, some of you, you're just simply managing better. Okay, some of you are just real fucking creative right now, and that shit flowing. But either way, it's allowing you to not be overwhelmed, and to start releasing your burdens and letting go some of the responsibilities. Some of you, is simply you letting go some responsibilities that may not be your responsibility. I'm just saying. So let's take a look at what your guidance is. But be mindful with the Chariot. This is about you steering and going with the flow and taking control of your behavior and actions, and you overcoming obstacles, or you steering things in such a way to avoid obstacles in your future. Okay, because right now you are doing good. You're doing good. Okay, even though you see things as kind of crazy, or you're disappointed or you're dissatisfied in your mind because you want more contentment with it, or you might need to curb your spending habits. If there's some greed. But see, if there's greed, that might not be spending habits. That just might be a way you are about your money. Like, you just want more and more and more. And so no matter how much you have or how good it is, or, you might want to check that mindset. Okay? But with the Three of Swords, you do want to focus on how to heal from what's been a disappointment, or where you overindulged, or where there's a breakdown in communication, or you feel betrayed or experience some setback at the hand of somebody else. Okay? How do you heal, and how do you separate yourself from that? You figure out where you are with that. Let's take a look, Aquarius, at what the guidance is for you regarding their money and finances, please. Thank you. Well, if that isn't to the point. Spirit says, do the work, Aquarius. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Okay? You got to do the work. You got to be more responsible and more accountable. Okay? With your money and with work. Not just go to work or pray and dream, but you got to also be more responsible and more accountable. This will also help add to your satisfaction and contentment needs. Okay? And with that Knight of Cups, get some good news that may purely need to just come from you. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye, Aquarius.